G'day folks, Catherine here, you're on the Spot Reporter. 31st of October, not a lot of that left, is there? We're in Manchester Street, or around about number 47 I think it is, because that's George Henry & Co. This isn't an advert. They are a specialist tool supplier, and been there a couple of times to get some tools. Walking down the road here on the way to the old Push and Shove at the old supermarket, and I come across this car here. Now, I think it's a Holden. They've deliberately taken the badges off it, I guess. We'll make our way around it. I'm not sure if it's showing up. We got one of those funny partly cloudy days today. There's the lamppost. But it's deliberately got a matte paint job, matte black. Now, I'd never heard of deliberately putting a bad coat of paint on a car until last night, when I happened to be watching on the TVNZ On Demand. I was actually looking for some other program, and they had an Australian Sydney motorcycle cops, and there were some episodes to view, so I thought, oh, I'll watch one of them, that'd be good. And making sure I don't get run over here. We're trying not to do a road safety we don't want to be a post-mortem on pedestrian road safety. But yeah, there we go. So they've apparently taken off any badges it had. I think that's a Holden sign, that one. So I think this is a big Commodore, or whatever the Commodore's called nowadays, I don't know. But there you go. And I guess actually, to be fair, it's sort of surprising. Okay, well, you know how some people pay more to buy clothes that have already been ripped and that, so that they're 90% worn out. And a psychologist would tell you this is someone saying, mate, I'm so rich, I pay to buy brand new clothes that are already 90% worn out because I just got so much money. And I always thought that if a certain small percentage of population have that psychology or whatever, that isn't it surprising they don't deliberately buy cars that are pre-dented and got rust holes in them and deliberately got bad paint? Well, here we go. It's starting to happen. People are now paying to have paint jobs that are deliberately bad. So keep watching here, folks, because within another year or two I expect you to find people buying cars that have already got the windows pre-busted, the chassis pre-rusted, the engines revved so much they're burnt out, because it really just doesn't make any common sense. I'm wondering if and actually, just like on the motorcycle cops, the Sydney motorcycle cops show I saw last night on TV or on the computer, the original base colour was white, and it was showing through in a few places. And this one also looks like it's had a scrape there, and it was perhaps a white underneath. The Sydney motorcycle cops are on it. Was either episode 1 or episode 2 of the series, and the paint job was absolutely shocking. The guy had also partly oversprayed the headlights and the tail lights because he just hadn't even masked them off with paper and tape and cardboard. And when asked about his occupation by the police officers who pulled him over, the traffic police, he said he was a spray painter. He was an apprentice. Well, I think that guy's going to need about an 11-year apprenticeship. This job is at least a bit more even, and he hasn't gone over the headlights and taillights. But there we go, folks. It's all the excitement happening here today. Manchester Street, inside the CBD here, and that's Casbolt's Honda. They used to be over the other side years ago, but yeah, George Henry, they've been here a few years now, and a good place to come if you need some tools that you can't get at the local Bunnings, the local hardware store. Alright folks, I'm back on my route to the Push and Shove supermarket. Oh, that was a temporary library there. It's a shame they moved that. It was conveniently located. Someone's still using the car park. I think the building's still empty. But yeah, that was one of the temporary libraries they set up. It took them 6 months or a year or whatever, but after the earthquake, and that was open for quite a few years. So it was quite handy, that one. Alright folks, the wind's getting up a bit. That's all for now. Cheerio.